Good morning, and how are you? I'm not sure what to call the title of this video, but there's something that one of my subscribers said or commented, and it jogged my memory back to when I was teaching this black woman, a young black woman, how to play the piano or sing. And I remember motivating her and telling her she can achieve anything that she wanted in this world. I said to her that she must not allow any man to crush her desires, crush her dreams. Sadly, there are too many cases where black women enter into relationships and they end up sacrificing their goals, their desires for men who perceive that the black woman's role is to be, a concubine, to be behind the sink, to be a maid. And Hollywood hasn't in any way helped that, but to reinforce the position that a black woman either is there as a piece of vagina, or she's there as a cook, a maid, or a baby breeding machine. And that is how men view the black woman. The white woman, on the other hand, they perceive her to be worthy of fine restaurants and diamond rings and the good life and traveling and etc. Now, this brings me quite beautifully to why I decided to do this video. This young woman, probably in her 20s, when I was saying to her, I tend to end my sessions playing the piano gently and motivating and encouraging my students, both blacks and whites. I do for everyone. And I remember telling this black woman that you can achieve anything that you want to do, anything. Don't let no one stand in your way of your success or your goals. Many black women, the reason why that they fail in life is because the wrong man that they're dating, or the man they think is a good man, has one desire in life, and that is to control her. When I finished motivating this young black woman, she was on a high. She felt really good. She could take on life. The sky was her limit. There was nothing that she couldn't achieve. She was ready for life and ready for living. I never saw her the next week for a lesson. And I thought, that's strange. What happened to her? For some unknown reason, I read the newspaper and I read how a young man got a brick and smashed it into the head of his girlfriend. Smashed so bad, it left her unconscious and affected her speech. And for some unknown reason, I had this horrible feeling that was my student it happened to. The most horrible feeling came over me. Anyway, I rang her parents, and lo and behold, I was right. Now, I put two and two together. In fact, it happened the same evening that she left singing lessons. Now, you put two and two together. Think about it, you'll get it. Why did it happen that same evening? Okay, let me help you. If you were giving a man plenty of sex, plenty of good sex, and then suddenly you decided, well, I want to focus on spirituality. So he's coming on to you. But he says no. All of a sudden, the water tap is turned off. For some reason, there's a link between sex and aggression, sex and psychotism. He'll turn to violence. Suddenly, he lost his control. Suddenly, the tap is turned off. How is he going to cope? Well, you think about it from another aspect. You're used to being a doormat, used to being someone's slave, and then suddenly you walk home a new person, a positive person, and your partner says to you, oh, do that, and you suddenly turn around and says, I'm worth better than that. I'm talented, I'm gifted, I deserve a better future than that. He's like this, he can't believe it. What's come over? What's come over? So he picked up a brick to control his subject. Like the queen controls her subject, the crown. He picked up the brick to control his piece of animal. And he smashed it on her head to subdue her. He lost control that night. He lost total control. His maleness was under attack. And the only thing he could do was smash her on the head with a brick. Damaged her so bad that it affected her speech. At the same time, it did something severe to her. Just because he didn't want her to be positive or to have a great future, because he was a loser. I won't mention any names, but I know of someone else who dated this black nurse, high ranking. When he met her, he says, oh, I've got a thriving business. You don't have to work. You don't have to work. In other words, you stay in the kitchen and breed all day. You stay in the kitchen and look after me, the king. And his business was actually suffering. But he'd rather live in poverty than let his black woman go out there and balance the books. So he told her, give up her nursing, give it all up, her career, her dreams, her desires that she studied for, that she sacrificed for. He told her to give it up. In the end, as many nurses who are probably watching this knows, that if you're out of the nursing, job for a while, you lose your pin. So she'd been out of the nurse circulation for a while, lost her pin, his business went crumbling down, and now she had to go back in, I think at a lower level or something. His pride, his male arrogance, his desire to subjugate his wife backfired in the end. They lost a car, still got the house I think, lost a car, then a big car, now they downsized to a banger. All because of trying to subjugate the black woman. If you want to find out if you're being controlled, all you have to do is put on a positive front and you watch how he responds to that. You see, I don't know why men have a problem with intelligent women, women who are scholarly, women who want to do well. It's almost as if it's a dick problem. If a woman has power and he hasn't got that power, then he better give her good sex, or otherwise she has the power to leave him. But if he has the power and she hasn't, and she needs him, he can give her lousy sex, crap sex, and in the end he's still got the power anyway because she needs him. It's all about power and manipulation. What this story should tell you, and true story it is, you can look it up, it happened in Wolverhampton, Expression Star, look that up, is that many women, it's not just black women only, but women in general, you date a man and you don't investigate what his attitude is towards independent women. Independent women don't have to be aggressive women. Independent women just means a woman who wants a career. Feminism is what labeled it aggressive. Feminism is what made it ugly. You know, I've met some powerful professional women who are really attractive, really feminine, yet they're powerful. It is lesbians that labeled career-minded women to be aggressive, to destroy heterosexual family, but that's another story. You got to check out your man. Find out how he can cope with positive women. Because a lot of men ain't positive. The only thing that makes men positive is his dick. Man can't dialogue on a mental level. He don't read. So therefore, he can't stimulate a woman's brain. Women are more communicative than men are. The only thing men talk about your cars and football. But woman, she needs to dialogue. She needs to talk. She needs mental stimulation, intellectualism. So she comes along with her degree, her scholarly, her information, her communication skills, and the man finds it threatening because he's redundant up here. And any psychologist will confirm when a man can't read or write or has a problem communicating, bam, his fist does the communication for him. When you can't express yourself, you use your fist. It's frustration because you got nothing up here. Hence, when this young black woman obviously told her black boyfriend, I believe in me. I believe in my future. I believe I can achieve anything I put my mind to. The future is bright. I too want to live and get the best out of my life. And she didn't say it aggressively, just believed in herself. She wanted to associate with the right company, the right people that can put her on that next level. And for that, he put a brick on her head so bad. It wasn't even like the Quran says, tickler. That's what the Quran says. When you're beating your wife, the Quran says tickler. That's what they want you to believe. No. The real Arabic word is to kill. And he got a brick and he smashed it on her head. That's not love. That's abuse. You love your woman, you support her in her career. It works both ways. If a woman loves a man, she supports him in his career. It's not just one way, it's both ways. It's seldom I've come across a man who ever supports a woman in her career. It's all about power. It's all about who has the power, control what goes on in the bed. That's what it's all about. It's all down to sex. People are cheap. Very horrible. Really horrible. You have to be careful who you're going to invest your life with. People spend time looking up insurance companies. Oh, you know, who's going to cover my car properly? Who's going to insure my house? But people don't compare. They will compare insurance, make sure you get the best deal. But when it comes to dating, that person looks good, she looks good, he looks good, I'll just have it. I'll just have it. And that's the reason why so many relationships fail. You just don't look at something on the outside. You look on the inside. Once upon a time, there was a man who saw a beautiful house, beautiful. And he says, wow, that house is beautiful. And the seller of the house said, are you sure you want it? Yeah, I want it, yeah, I want it. And the seller said, okay, you can't retract it. Once documents are signed, the deeds, you know, it's yours. Yeah, I'll have it. All the deeds were signed, etc. And this man went into the house. Beautiful house. And when he went inside, there was nothing. The floorboards are up, nothing. No structure. It was just an empty shell that looked good. And he was shocked. And he realized life is like that. Don't go for someone just because they look good on the outside. Find out what they are on the inside. Because no one has ever had a long-lasting relationship because of what they like on the outside. That crumbles. But what you are on the inside lasts longer and permanent. Because what you build on within is always real. The outside is an illusion. You never age on the inside, but you age on the outside. Date with wisdom. Choose your partners carefully. Thank you.